Picture yourself in a Tokyo train station at rush hour, hundreds of people moving in every direction, and somehow nobody's bumping into each other, nobody's confused, and nobody's standing in the wrong spot. That's not politeness, it's design. Japan built physical systems into the environment that tell your brain exactly what to do without you noticing any instruction was ever given. This video breaks down 13 of those systems, because the way Japan offloads decision-making onto the world around you is one of the most practical ideas you'll ever encounter. Number 1. Train platform queue markings that encourage orderly behavior. The orderly queues on Tokyo train platforms aren't happening because Japanese commuters are more disciplined than everyone else. The floor is doing the work. Painted markers show you exactly where to stand relative to the doors, so the moment you step onto a marked spot, your brain stops running that low-level background check of, am I in the right place? That check has a cost, even when you don't notice it. Ambiguous public spaces where nobody knows where to stand generate low-grade stress because your brain keeps scanning for social feedback. The markings cut that process off completely. So the paint isn't just organizing bodies. It's absorbing a cognitive task that would otherwise sit in your head the entire time you wait. Number 2. Plastic food displays that reduce decision fatigue. Outside almost every restaurant in Japan, there's a glass case full of food that looks completely real but isn't. Most tourists assume it's decorative, but it's actually solving one of the most friction-heavy moments in dining. Choosing from a written menu in an unfamiliar place forces your brain to work hard. You're guessing at portion sizes, imagining flavors, building a mental picture of something you've never seen, and that's exhausting before you've even sat down. The plastic display removes all of that. You walk past the case, point at what looks good, and the decision's done. The models are built to exact scale with accurate color and texture, so what you picked outside is what actually arrives at your table. Number 3. Coin trays at checkout counters that remove social friction. At almost every checkout counter in Japan, there's a small tray sitting next to the register where you put your money instead of handing it directly to the cashier. Handing cash to another person involves a surprisingly awkward little transaction. You've got to time the handoff, orient the bills the right way, make eye contact at the correct moment, and navigate that weird beat where both of you are touching the same thing at once. The tray cuts all of that out. You set the money down, the cashier picks it up, and neither of you has to choreograph anything under time pressure with a line of people waiting behind you. Number 4. Public restroom privacy sound machines that reduce embarrassment. Japanese public restrooms often have a small device on the wall called an otoheim, which translates roughly to sound princess. You press a button and it plays the sound of running water on a loop. Before it existed, people would flush repeatedly while using the restroom just to cover the noise. And that wasted a huge amount of water every single day across millions of visits. The root cause wasn't plumbing. It was embarrassment. Your brain runs a constant background check on what other people can hear, and that monitoring takes up real mental bandwidth. The Autoheim just handles it for you, so you don't have to manage it yourself. Number 5. Color-coded train lines that simplify navigation. Tokyo's train network runs dozens of lines through the same stations, operated by multiple companies, and first-time visitors navigate it without much trouble. The color system is a big reason why. If every line only had a name or number, you'd have to hold a lot of abstract information in your head and match it to signs at every transfer. Color coding skips that entirely. The Yamanote line is green, the Chuo line is orange, and you're not reading anymore, you're just pattern matching, which your brain does automatically. Every sign, map, platform indicator, and train itself repeats the same colors. So the association builds fast and your brain stops reconstructing the logic at every station. Number 6. Tactile paving that guides people intuitively. Walk around any Japanese city and you'll notice yellow textured strips running along sidewalks, station floors, and crossings. They're called tenji blocks, and they use 2 patterns. Raised dots mean stop or pay attention, and raised lines mean follow this path. People with visual impairments read them through a cane or their feet, but sighted people respond to them too without realizing it. The surface change registers as a boundary, so your body steers around it automatically. That's what makes tenji blocks different from a sign. A sign needs you to stop, read, and decide. The paving just changes what your feet feel and your body responds before your brain gets involved. Number 7. Convenience store layouts designed for quick decisions. Most retail environments are designed to slow you down because more time in the store means more things in your basket. Japanese convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Lawson run the opposite logic. The layout is the same across every location, so you don't have to relearn where anything is. Onigiri, sandwiches, and drinks sit near the entrance at eye level. The checkout counter is visible the moment you walk in, and the product selection is narrow by design, so you're picking from 4 options instead of 40, and that reduction in choices is a direct reduction in mental load. Number 8. Vending machines placed exactly where people need them. Japan has roughly 1 vending machine for every 23 people, and the placement isn't random. A machine outside a hiking trail stocks sports drinks and water. One inside a train station at 6 a.m. sells hot canned coffee. A machine near a hospital sells soup. The product matches the location because the location matches the person standing in front of it. When the right thing is already where you need it, you don't have to search, detour, or plan ahead. And those small logistical problems add up across a day into real lost energy. Number 9. Umbrella stands at entrances that prevent clutter and hesitation. At the entrance of most buildings in Japan when it rains, there's a stand stocked with thin plastic bags sized exactly for an umbrella. You slip your wet umbrella in, seal it, and walk inside without dripping on anyone. Without that stand, you'd walk in carrying a wet umbrella and immediately start making small decisions. Hold it away from people, find somewhere to lean it, stuff it in your bag. Each option takes thought, and some of them create friction with the people around you. Number 10. IC cards like Suica and Pasmo that eliminate payment friction. Suica and Pasmo are rechargeable cards you tap on a reader to pay for trains, buses, convenience stores, and coffee. The whole point of the design was to make payment fast enough that it stops feeling like a transaction. Every time you pay for something normally, there's a little interruption. Find your wallet, pick a method, wait for confirmation, move on. Multiply that across every train ride and snack in a week, and it adds up. Number 11. Parcel redelivery scheduling that reduces anxiety over missed packages. Missing a package in most countries kicks off a whole chain of friction. A slip on your door, a phone call, hold music, and a redelivery window so wide you basically have to stay home all day. Japan's parcel system lets you pick a 2-hour window when you reschedule, and in many cases you can lock that in for the same day. The driver sends a notification when they're close, so the uncertainty shrinks to minutes. Number 12. Omotenashi-style service that anticipates customer needs. Omotenashi gets translated as selfless service, but that framing misses what actually makes it different. Most service is reactive. You notice something's wrong, you flag someone down, they fix it. That whole sequence sits on your plate. Omotenashi flips the direction. Your water gets refilled before you notice it's low. A hotel staff member unpacks your bag if you're a returning guest. The shop assistant shows up at exactly the right moment without hovering around you beforehand. You never had to track any of it because the staff was already tracking it. Number 13. Platform screen doors that reduce risky behavior and improve safety. Platform screen doors are the full-height or half-height barriers you see between the platform and the tracks in Japanese subway stations. They only open when a train pulls in and the doors line up exactly. Standing at an open platform edge keeps a small part of your brain on alert the whole time. You're tracking the drop, tracking the people around you, and in a packed rush-hour crowd, that background awareness runs pretty hot. The screen doors put a wall where the drop used to be, so your brain stops treating it as a hazard and stops spending attention on it. Boarding gets faster too, and delays from objects hitting the tracks drop sharply. Japan didn't build these systems because Japanese people are more patient. Someone looked at a friction point and solved it in the physical world instead of asking people to carry it in their heads.